There's a particular type of stuck that happens when you've spent decades mastering one way of working, only to realize you need to now develop a completely different skill set. It's not about lack of knowledge or lack of will. It's about retraining the hand and the brain to work together in a new way. The image behind me is from a guy named John Rogers, who is a member of Verbal to Visual. You can also find him on LinkedIn. He's been using text-based, keyboard-driven mind mapping for years. He knows how to organize information and see the relationships between ideas. But when he tried to bring that same way of thinking onto paper with pen in hand, he hit a bit of a wall. The drawings looked clumsy. The process felt painful. After years of fluid digital work, the physical act of mark making felt foreign. But John didn't give up. Instead, he broke the challenge down into manageable pieces. He divided his notebook pages into quarters and committed to completing one drawing study per day. People, one day. Objects, the next. Then arrows. Then processes. 1 quarter page at a time. Some nights he found himself drawing at 11 p.m. just to keep the streak going, but that's what he did. He kept it alive. One of the most common hurdles that visual thinkers face is the I can't draw hurdle, or the I can't draw good enough. And what makes that barrier particularly tricky is that it can come up again and again on your visual thinking journey. As John is discovering, even when you're experienced with visual organization in one medium, moving to a new one brings that barrier back. What John is doing here is exactly what Adam Grant describes in his book Hidden Potential, building skills by using them, even when it's uncomfortable. And here's what makes John's approach in particular so effective. First, he's made it small, just a quarter page per day. That makes each practice session feel achievable. Second, he's made it daily, which builds it into a habit and builds momentum day after day. And third, he's varying what he practices. Sometimes it's a specific visual element like an arrow. Other times it's brainstorming specific models related to the work that he's up to. That variety keeps this process from getting stale. So if you're facing a similar transition, be it from digital to analog, or text to visuals, or one subject area to another, consider these questions. What's the smallest unit of practice that you can commit to? Can you commit to practicing just one type of mark each day? Can you give yourself permission to be clumsy while your hand catches up to your brain? The bridge from one way of working to another isn't crossed in a single leap. It's crossed 1 quarter page at a time. For more support as you cross that bridge, check out the resources available at verbaltovisual.com, where you can find on-demand video lessons from me and live community events where you meet interesting people like John. You can find that link in the description down below. Thanks for watching.